Okay, today our lesson will be about basic sine graph. Basic sine graph means sine and cosine graphs are called sinusoidal functions because they have the same kind of waves. So we'll do simply the sine graph in degrees. When we do the sine graph in degrees, we need 5 main points. The 5 main points, in this case, we will have 0 degrees, which is sine of 0 is 0. Sine of 90 is 1, sine of 180 is 0, sine of 270 is negative 1, sine of 360 is 0. As we see, from 0 to 360 is one cycle. It will repeat itself. So let's graph these ones here. When you graph these ones on xy coordinate system, this will be, this is x in degrees, and this will be y, which is sine x. So the maximum we have is 1 from the chart, and the minimum we have is negative 1. So sine graph will not pass these two. So let's say 0 degrees is here, which is 0, and then we have 90 degrees, and then we have 180, we have 270, we have 360 degrees. So as we see here, 0 degrees is 0, 90 degrees is 1, 180 is 0, 270 is negative 1, and 360 is 0 from this chart here. So we start with a smooth curve. It's not straight lines, it's smooth curve. We come down and then we go to 360, and this will continue forever for many cycles depending in our domain. So as we see here, it's one cycle. One cycle means the period is one cycle. Period is length of one cycle, on the x-axis of one cycle. So in this case, the period is 360 degrees. It's because one cycle finishes from 0 to 360. And the maximum, as we can see, the maximum is always the y. The maximum of y is 1, and the minimum of y is negative 1. So always sine graph maximum is 1, the minimum is negative 1. So if we have the maximum and the minimum, we know the range will be always between negative 1 and 1. Y will never be more than 1, will never be less than negative 1. The y-intercept is 0. X-intercepts are many because it crosses to many points. The first one is 0 degrees, then we have 180 degrees, then we have 360 degrees, and so on. The next one would be 540 if you have more cycles. So the domain will be always same as, domain will be always all values of x. There's nothing here, domain or real numbers, depending. If it is limited to 360, we say up to 360. So the domain in this case will be from 0 to 360 on this chart. 0 degrees less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 360. So, or if it is open for many cycles, its x belongs to all real numbers. So this is mainly the sine graph. It's a sinusoidal because it's like a wave. It repeats itself. So the period after transformation can be changed, or it can be shorter or longer. Okay, so this is the sine graph. We see the next one.